Sunram. Sunram finds it. OC left pocket 3 on the way. Tickles a twine.
Now it's Maddie Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
Up to the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Monday evening from Castleton. It is the Division A Region 1 Girls Hoops tonight between the Central Cass Squirrels at 3-0 on the season, going up against the 2-0 and unbeaten Kindred Vikings as well. Here this evening, I'm Chase Miller alongside Jossie Williams here tonight. Welcome to our pregame show, brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. First Class Mortgage is more than just a company name. It's the way they do business, locally owned and operated in Fargo. For the Central Cass Squirrels and the Kindred Vikings, let's take a look at what happened earlier here throughout the season. Kindred with a 56-54 win at Barnesville in their season opener on December the 5th, then went down to Wahpeton and picked up a win over the Huskies as well on December the 10th. For Sam Brandt's Kindred Vikings club after today, they'll be back in style again later this week, hosting the Valley City Highlanders for their home opener and another Region 1 contest, then make their way out to the capital city on Saturday for a date with Shiloh Christian. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, head coached by Jake Bachman with a mark of 3-0 on the season, with wins at Hillsborough Central Valley in their season opener on December the 5th, down Lisbon on Thursday, then Saturday a quick turnaround took down Langdon area Munich as well, 54-42. After tonight for Central Cass, they'll be back in action on Thursday against the Grafton Spoilers. Then they will partake in the Valley City Shootout on December 27th and the 29th with games against Dunseith and Shiloh. When we come back on our pregame show, take a look at the latest Region 1 standings, your out-of-town scoreboard, latest Division A girls basketball poll. We'll hear from the head coaches. That and more is still to come on our First Class Mortgage pregame show here today from Kindred. It's Division A Region 1 Girls Hoops on your liveevent.com.
Give a gift that's sure to impress this holiday season with a Tommy's Express gift card. Help your family and friends ride into 2025 cleaner than ever with a Tommy Club membership. Your loved one gets unlimited washes at an amazing car wash, and every time they see their beautiful car, they will think of you. And the best part? It's the gift that keeps on giving. Clean, convenient, and always appreciated. Love your holidays, love your ride. Buy gift cards now at your local Tommy's Express.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying solutions for these limiting factors. Agassiz Precision Ag, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Taking a look at Region 1 basketball here today. Early on in the season, all roads lead to the Minot State Dome March 6th through the 8th for the Division A Girls Basketball State Championship. For the Central Cass Squirrels at 1-0 on the season in Region 1 play with Kindred and Northern Cass. Valley City and Fargo Oak Grove have yet to play a Region 1 matchup. They will tomorrow night against one another. Wahpeton at 0-1 and Lisbon stands at 0-2. Some matchups tonight here on the eastern side of the state in Division A. Northern Cass at Lisbon. Brent Dick with you on the call of that one here on yourliveevent.com this evening. Carrington makes their way to Devil's Lake for a Region 2 tilt. The same for Grafton, making their way to 4 wins Minnewacan. Then in a Division B versus Division A matchup, Mayport CG in Thompson tonight against the Tommies. We'll have that for you here on yourliveevent.com. Then from there, the latest Division A girls basketball poll announced earlier this afternoon. South Prairie Max at number 1 with 14 first place votes. Devils Lake at number 2. The Firebirds, the defending state champs, with 4 first place votes. Thompson sits at number 3 with Kindred at number 4, and Valley City, they are number 5. Receiving votes of Carrington, Shiloh, and the Central Cass Squirrels. So tonight's matchup features number 4 Kindred against receiving votes Central Cass here this evening in Castleton. The Kindred Vikings coming off a 17-7 season from a year ago. They finished third place in the Region 1 tournament with a 10-point win over Wahpeton that got them to a state qualifier in Mayville, but they came up short to Devils Lake 60-48. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, coming off a 8-14 season from a year ago, losing to Northern Cass in the Region 1 quarterfinals from the Shields Athletic Complex. Still to come on our pregame show, brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. We'll get to our starting lineups, brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank, but when we come back, we'll hear from the coaches. First up, Sam Brandt of the Kindred Vikings, then we'll hear from Jay Buckman of the Central Cass Squirrels. First Class Mortgage, more than just the company name, it's the way they do business, whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage. Their dedicated team takes time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. That again is firstclasscorp.com. Our coaches' conversation is next here in Castleton.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels! As we continue on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage, it is the Kindred Vikings going up against the Central Cass Squirrels in Division A Region 1 Girls Hoops. Joining us from Sam is Sam Brandt from the Kindred Vikings. And Sam, 2 games in on the season, always asking coaches in December. I know it's the old journey, so to speak. You don't want to be playing your best ball now. Every year's a little bit different. So what have you liked best about your team with 2 wins early on the season and so far a handful of practices here early in December?
They're playing hard. They've bought into what we've changed and added and adjusted this year, and they look like they're having a great time. So that's definitely what every coach wants to see.
You go from there into just some of the seniors that are coming back. Kennedy Baco obviously is one of them, Leah Rowland. Just who are going to be some of the upperclassmen that you're going to rely on as you kind of get into those dog days, so to speak, in late January of the basketball season?
But yeah, every year you wonder what your juniors are going to look like as seniors, and this year's seniors, between Zoe and Leah and Kennedy and even Liza, stepping up in ways with communication, holding accountability, and just asking for the ball. You know, they know their role and they're really excited to take it on, and they want to play every minute of every game, and I'm not going to say no.
Where have you seen Sierra Nipstead's growth? Obviously, the last couple of years she had opportunities to play, then got more minutes last year. So obviously now being in a starting lineup, what have you kind of seen from her in the last 2 seasons, Sam?
You know, she's the quietest, loudest player. You don't hear her voice much, and but she can have a quiet 30, and you'll never know. She's just consistent. She's physical. She knows the game so well. It's a bad day when I know she asks for sub because she never gets tired. Like it's a never-ending motor with her, and the growth is in abundant. I love to see all of it, and she's only a freshman, and I'm sure everyone's going to be wondering, when is this freshman going to graduate?
That's a good problem to have. Sam Brandt with us here from the Kindred Vikings. Biggest thing you want to see from your team, not just tonight, but you got a really good Valley City club as well, a couple of big region games just early on the season, but what do you want to see from your team throughout this week, Sam, as you get to the holiday season?
You know, I always have a word of the day before we play, and my word today and maybe this week is just control. You know, the girls have finals this week. We've got 3 games this week. We've got Christmas break coming up this week. So they have control over the decisions they make. They have control over how much effort they're going to put in to prepare for the things they want to prepare for. And they have control over, you know, how many times they're going to reach. And obviously on top of that, I want them to control the game. So I'm just going to ask them. I'm going to trust them. The fact that they're going to just give their best and give their all. And no matter what, this game's making us better today.
Without question. Sam, good to see you. Best of luck here throughout the rest of the season, and happy holidays.
Yeah, thanks, Chase.
That again, Sam Brandt, head coach of the Kindred Vikings, will continue next on our First Class Mortgage pregame show in Castleton. Central Castle School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The state-of-the-art STEM Center, along with our theater, music wing, early childhood center, wellness center, and athletic complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with their academics and activities.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
On our First Class Mortgage pregame show here today from Castleton, it is the Central Cass Squirrels and the Kindred Vikings for a little Division A Region 1 hoops. Join us now from Central Cass. That is Jay Bachman. And Jay, before we talk about your opponent and some of the girls tonight, a nice start on the season so far, 3 games early, and you found wins in every one of them. So what do you like best about your team so far midway through December here this season?
You know, it's still early, right? It's early season December basketball is much different than February basketball. So every win's great, you know. Last year we had 8 wins total. This year we already have 3. So it's been a really good start to the season, and played some tough opponents. Langdon on Saturday was a really good opponent, scrappy, physical. Made us do some things we hadn't had to do yet this year. So that was really good to see the girls do. And it was just it's good to get those wins. We got some new girls playing some new positions, so it's been a good learning experience early.
Early on this season, after tonight, you got the Grafton Spoilers coming up on Thursday, so a lot of basketball here before you get to that Valley City shootout over the holidays. So what's one thing tonight and then obviously later on the week on Thursday that you want to see from your team before you get to that holiday break?
We have to keep attacking. Last year we were too passive. We were not aggressive enough because we were young and inexperienced, and we haven't had that this year. We've been aggressive, so we just need to keep being aggressive. Keep looking for our shots, keep looking for what we do best. We're not an overly big team, so the things that we do, we have to do great to make up for a team that's bigger than us. Kindred tonight, Grafton on Thursday will be bigger than us, so we have to do these things to, keep us in the game.
Jay Bachman, head coach of the Central Cass Squirrels. A couple players who have done nice, at least in terms of scoring. Emery Holland, a senior. Also, Kinley Houck, who got some run last year as a 7th grader, also with 17 points. What have those two just done so far, combining 30 points per game for you here, Jay?
I mean, they don't just score. They work to get open. They work to get others open. they do a little bit of everything. You know, Kenley was 8 of 8 for free throws on Saturday, which is huge. Emery has missed 1 free throw, I think, all year. Like, they do a lot of things that people kind of go unnoticed, but it's just really fun to see. And then to have Emery step up and be, a force on the outside for us, and then Kenley is shooting a really high percentage for us right now. So it's good to have them both kind of be a 1-2 tandem right now, and it makes us hard to stop.
One final thing, just going over some other players. Obviously, another one to talk about, just Ava Cotton and also Rebecca Cagley. I know they might not score 15, 20 points in a game, but they rebound, but they're able to guard, they're able to get loose balls. What do those two just bring as well, Jay?
They're the glue, right? They're, Ava's our motor. Ava gives us energy. Ava has passion. She gets us going. Becca is the gluest. Becca's the smartest person on the court. Probably whoever we play. She's probably one of the smartest people in the gym, if being completely honest with all of her academics and everything she's gonna do. She's just good at everything she does. They just keep us going. They don't get too flustered. They're the calmness. It'll be fun to see tonight, because it's Kindred week, so it doesn't matter when it's the Squirrels versus the Vikings. It's always a good matchup, no matter how good or bad a team is. So it'll be interesting tonight to see if we can stay calm and not get flustered. Because I think on the same side, they have some young girls that are playing, some inexperienced, that can we get them flustered? Can we get them out of position? Last year, the first time we played them, we were up 13, and then we ended up losing by like 12. So they got us flustered. So I'm hoping we can do that to them tonight.
Hey, Jay, good to see you. Happy holidays and best of luck throughout the rest of the season.
Thanks, Chase.
And again, Jay Bachman, head coach of the Central Cass Squirrels, will continue on our pregame show after this.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Leslie, or Carol to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Again, that does it for our pregame shows. We heard from both head coaches. Still to come, we'll get to our starting lineups and the opening tip here tonight between the number 4 rated team in the Division A girls basketball poll. That is the Kindred Vikings, 2-0 on the season, 1-0 in Region 1 play, averaging 66 points per game defensively, giving up 58. While for the Central Cass Squirrels, receiving votes in the latest basketball poll, 3-0 on the season, 1-0 in Region 1, averaging 65 points per game defensively, giving up 35. First Class Mortgage. For more information, go to firstclasscorp.com. That again is firstclasscorp.com. Locally owned and operated, First Class Mortgage is more than just their company name. It's the way they do business. Central Cass back in action on Thursday, hosting the Grafton Spoilers. We'll have that for you here on yourliveevent.com. While for the Kindred Vikings, they will be making their home opener on Thursday, hosting the Valley City Highliners on Thursday night. And we will also have that one for you here on yourliveevent.com with Josh Elmaris, and alongside Nick Ingman will be on the coverage of that one. Last year, both of these teams played twice against each other, and Kindred earned the sweep as the Kindred Vikings defeated the Central Cass Squirrels 63-50 in Kindred and topped the Central Cass Squirrels 58-54 in their last meeting on January the 18th. Again, that does it for our First Class Mortgage pregame show. Starting lineups in the opening tip is next in Castleton.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware. Let's get you ready for our starting lineups brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. For the Vikings, they'll roll like this. Liza Trembeth, a 5'4" junior forward, a 5'9", junior forward. Sierra Nipstead, the 5'11" freshman guard in the starting lineup. From there, Kennedy Bacco, another 5'11" forward, the senior here for Sam Brandt. Leah Rowland, the 5'5" junior guard, and Zoe Sharp, the 5'8" senior forward. So I make that Liza Trembeth with Sierra Nipstead, Kennedy Bacco, Leah Rowland, and Zoe Sharp. The Kindred Vikings head coached by Sam Brandt with a mark of 2-0 on the season, clad in their blue uniforms with black numerals and lettering outlined in white with Kindred across the front. Again, that does it for our starting lineups on the Kindred perspective with our Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency starting lineups. From there, we head now to the Central Cass Squirrels, as Central Cass in their white uniforms with their red numerals outlined in white. Head coached by Jay Bachman with a mark of 3-0 on the season, 1-0 in Region 1 play. Starting the backcourt, an 8th grader, the 5'5" 8th grader, Kenley Haug. Haug with 17 points per game so far on the season in 3 contests. Olivia Severson, live for short, the 5'10" junior guard. Emery Holland, the 5'8" senior guard in the backcourt, also in double digits at 13 points per contest. From there, you have Rebecca Kegley, Becca for short, the 5'8" senior forward, and Ava Cotton, another 5'8" senior forward here for Central Cass. Kenley Haug, Liv Severson, Emery Hoyland with Becca Kegley and Ava Cotton here for head coach Jay Bachman and the Central Cass Squirrels. Again, that does it for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your requests. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. That again is KindredStateBank.com. Our three-man officiating crew here tonight. Ryan Gellner will do the honors in the center circle. Hunter Finkston and Calvin Tubner here in this one. 4 8-minute quarters and a 35-second shot clock goes up on the Bank North scoreboard here today. Winner remains unbeaten. Kindred looking to get to 3-0 on the season. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, looking to get to 4-0 on the year as well. Central Cass will be going left to right. Kindred right to left to open up this first half of play. Chase Miller, Josie Williams with you here on a Monday night. Welcome to the final week of school. Some have finals, some getting ready for Christmas break. Regardless, your shopping days for the holidays are numbered. As putting this one in the circle will be Severson against Kennedy Baco. Opening tap at 7:40 on a Monday night, and it's rivalry night as Region 1 girls basketball gets underway here in Castleton. Ryan Gellner with the opening tap, and this one going to be won by Baco to Trembeth here, and we'll get underway and see what Central Cass does, as they've done mostly under Jay Bachman's tenure. Little man pressure defense, as they will here. Trembeth takes the ball screen inside to Baco. Baco kick out right-handed side. Trembeth's going to rise. Three-pointer will be off the front iron, ball out of play, and it will be Central Cass with the basketball. High school hoops here today as the Kindred Vikings will come out little diamond and one. Full court pressure defense here. Central Cass on the inbound, skips it up the far sideline to Hoyland, who gets double but finds a pass to Haug. Kinley with the teardropper inside the paint, can't go. Ball gets tipped out of bounds, last touch by Severson. And Central Cass and Kindred, they would both like to get up and down the floor if possible as this game continues here this evening. Kindred in the backcourt finds it to Baco. Baco up the near sideline to Nipstead. Sierra Nipstead finds it to Baco, now to Trembeth. Trembeth, that's Liza here, taking a couple dribbles on the inside, driving kick. Open, top of the key, three for Nipstead off the iron. Good box up by Severson on the inside, boxing out Zoe Sharp, and both teams early on defensively doing a nice job in the half court and the front court. Yes, Nipstead was open, but a good job on the box out there by Severson. Cotton, left-handed side, and this one is going to be intercepted. Turnover number 1 on Central Cass, and there's the 2 points. So Trembeth. Liza Trembeth gets the opening 2 points here on the Bank North scoreboard, and points off turnovers. And just like that, we'll see Central Cass with a bounce pass right-handed side to Cotton. Cotton with a couple dribbles hard down the paint, going up. Getty was Zoe Sharp, able to get there. And this one will be out of bounds. And the tie-up will eventually favor Central Cass. Thinking of Peyton Getty in that similar spot last season, going underneath on a half-court trap, going straight up there for the Kindred Vikings. As Kindred, we'll see Emery Holland dish it off now for Central Cass to Ava Cotton. Little 1-3-1 half-court trap. Cotton looking backdoor, finds it right-handed side. The Squirrels with the basketball there with Haug as they're looking to reverse it to a Hoyland. Ball gets tipped by Roland. It's still loose on the deck, and eventually Nipstead comes up with a turnover. Second turnover here on Central Cass, and Nipstead reverse pivots here. Central Cass trying to get back well defensively. Trembeth, that's Liza here in the front court, goes between the circles, takes the screen, going hard down the paint. Foul before the shot, no continuation. Foul will be on Severson, her first, and the team's first here of this opening quarter. Central Cass, that 1-3-1 half-court trap. We saw that back when Perry Piatz was a head coach as well. Here's a jumper from 7 feet, will be short. Rebound comes down to Ava Cotton. Ava Cotton wanting to run the other side of the floor. Ava Cotton sees a block shot by Baco. Roland goes the other side of the floor now for Kindred. Roland near sideline finds it. Trembeth. Liza jumper from 15 feet. That'll be off the back and the front iron here from the baseline. And the rebound comes down to Kinley, her first of the contest. Haug with it. Lost the dribble, as you will see Central Cass with trying to get back with Ava Cotton, but Trembeth able to go right down the paint for 2 points. Timeout on the floor on the Bank North scoreboard. It's 4-0 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. Time on the floor brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual. They provide insurance products to all of southeastern North Dakota. Local company providing local service to all their policyholders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you and also talk with Lindsay and Carmen today in Castleton. As it's a 4-love start early on here for the Kindred Vikings, 5:50 in this opening quarter, and they've already forced 3 Central Cass turnovers. With it left-handed side goes Emery Holland. Holland goes on the baseline on the drive with the pass. This one is tipped away there by Trembeth. And again, the size of the Kindred Vikings right now providing some challenges here for Central Cass. You got Trembeth at 5'11", Nipstead at 5'11", and Baco at 5'11 as well. Kennedy already with the block shot. Hoyland jumper from 15, partially deflected, and eventually comes down to Liza. Trembeth has all 4 points for Kindred. Drive, kick, open, Nipstead, left pocket 3 coming. That'll rattle in and out, no good, and we'll see a foul here on the Kindred Vikings. Foul will be on Kennedy Baco, her first and the team's first here. 5:26 remaining in quarter number 1. So Central Cass looking to get off the goose egg here on this possession. Nipstead playing the top of this 1-3-1 matchup zone. Left-handed side is Emery. Back to the top now to Haug. Haug gives it to the baseline. Holland whips it on the interior to Ava Cotton. We'll see a foul trying to get in front. There is Zoe Sharp, and Sharp's going to get tabbed with the body. That'll be her first, team's second here. As you'll see Central Cass looking to inbound the basketball with Kegley and a fresh 35 on the shot clock. Both teams with their original starting 5 in the game. Nice little slip pass on the inside. Shot no. Rebound here eventually going to be tapped out to Nipstead. Nipstead with a nice find of Baco up off the window. That rattles out. And a rebound to Central Cass with Kegley. So Kegley gets a loose ball now to the near sideline. Here's this one goes to Kenley. Hogg with an ankle cross. Leaves it to Ava Cotton, who stretches. Able to save that one from going out of bounds. Cotton with the pass. This one will go to the baseline. Extra pass now to Kenley. Haug on the skip, as this will be nearly out of play. As we will see Central Cass inbounding it here, as they will have Severson back to the left-handed side to Cotton. Cotton at the left wing trying to get out of a double team here. She's trying to work her way around the horn. Ava Cotton able to drive, does kick. Right-hand side Hoyland able to get it back to the baseline here. Open jumper on the way for the Squirrels. Will rattle in and out, no good on the attempt by Severson. And Ava Cotton comes in and gets the tie-up on the interior with Zoe Sharp. The era will favor the Kindred Vikings, but Cotton able to get there immediately and try to apply the pressure. The Central Cass fans still standing here in Castleton. 3.5 minutes in, looking for that first bucket or free throw attempt here for Central Cass. They nearly get the deflection there by Severson. Baco goes into a double, finds Trembeth here. Trembeth then just going to wait and set up the offense for the Vikings as they give it to Nipstead. Nipstead here, the freshman, has played varsity as a 7th and also got a run last year as an 8th grader as well for the Kindred Vikings. Trembeth with a jab step. Top of the key now at the left elbow is Trembeth backing her defender down. Able to spin out of a double team. Left-handed shot, no. Rebound tapped out of bounds, and it'll be last touch off a Sharp, and it will be Central Cass with the basketball. So still 4-0. Jay Bachman took the timeout at the 5:50 mark, and we're still at that particular score here midway through quarter number 1. Kinley Haug in the front court. Haug leaves it to the baseline. The Cotton ball gets deflected. So you got 5'11 Baco, 5'11 Nipstead, and 5'11 Trembeth again on the top of this 1-3-1 zone, which at times can feel like a 3-2 depending on where you're at. And they will look to trap when they can. Cotton with it, gives it to Emery. They kick it right-handed side. Three-pointer on the way. That's going to be off the mark. No good by Haug. Rebound comes down to Zoe Sharp. As this will be to the near sideline now, Nipstead. Nipstead left-handed side. Trembeth, she'll rise. She'll shoot. Three-pointer. That'll be long. Rebound eventually. Going to be one here by Rowland and the Kindred Vikings. Three-pointer by Nipstead, no, but another loose ball, and Trembeth comes up with it. Trembeth sees it, trying to get by Ava Cotton. Trembeth with a couple of dribbles here at the right wing. Able to go to the paint, throwing it up, and this one will be off the lip of the rim, and a board comes down to Kegley. Near sideline now for Central Cass. Severson in the front court. Severson going to attack, and there's a foul by Trembeth. That'll be Liza's first, team's third. As we'll see a couple substitutions. As for the Central Cass Squirrels, Abby Kovervig, the 5'6" junior guard, will check in for the first time tonight. Also, Addison Hushka, the 5'5" junior guard as well. Lila Kindleson, the 5'9" junior, will check in for Sam Brandt in the Kindred Vikings. As Sam, with some injuries and sickness, just probably going to rotate between 6 players tonight here if she can help it. Cotton double-teamed in Dead Man's Alley, and the Kindred Vikings come away with a steal there for Kittleson. Other side of the floor goes Trembeth attacking Kovervig, able to spin on the interior shot, no rebound, and this one will go to Central Cass. Nicely done playing her position there with Kovervig. Kegley gets her 3rd rebound. Bounce pass left and inside to Hushka. Hushka sees this to the baseline to Kovervig. Kovervig looking for Hushka. Rowland gets the tip, and Nipstead's going to go the other side of the floor. Right-handed layup gets fouled. Nipstead will shoot the first free throw attempts of the contest here for the Kindred Vikings. Free throw attempts upcoming here. Central Cass with Addison Hushka will pick up the foul, her first, team's second. Now for the Kindred Vikings, they will head to the free throw line in what is kind of a rock'em sock'em robot kind of a fight so far early on, where points have been hard to come by, and Nipstead's free throw attempt rattles out. Rivalry game for the Squirrels. This is their 4th game of the season. For the Vikings, this is their 3rd. Nipstead free throw good. Now to a 5-0 lead as Central Cass with Ava Cotton here able to dribble out of the double. Cotton making her way to the right wing, now hard to the paint, off the window, can't go. Rebound tapped down, it will be last touch here from Central Cass. 3 fouls on the Kindred Vikings, 2 on the Central Cass Squirrels. Jay Bachman has already burned 1 timeout here in the opening quarter for Central Cass. Baco on the inbounds to Nipstead. In the backcourt now to Kennedy. Kennedy's pass is going to be out of play, and we'll see it be last touch, and it will go towards Kindred. A Central Cass faithful maybe wanted a little push there on Trembeth. Nothing granted. As Severson will check back in, as Kegley will check out. So far, a 7-player rotation for head coach Jay Bachman and the Central Cass Squirrels. Nipstead flips a pass to Trembeth. Trembeth finds it to Baco. Baco jumper just inside the free throw line and uses the bank. The 3rd player for the Vikings in the scoring column here, and Nipstead forces a turnover. Nipstead inside Baco, open for 2. Baco's now got 4. It's 9-love in favor of Kindred, and they get another steal. Coming up with it is going to be Kittleson. Kittleson up the near side. That's Nipstead. Back cut to Trembeth. Trembeth off the window. Got it to go. Liza Trembeth with 6 points and 2 rebounds. Central Cass will see this as they give it now to Kenley. Haug in the front court. Rowland is there. Kindred gets the steal here for Rowland. Turnover number 8. And the Vikings right now with that full court pressure defense causing havoc here against the Central Cass Squirrel Club. As Sierra Nipstead right-handed side to Rowland. Rowland with it. Nipstead posting up on the interior, spins, and there comes the foul on the help. Kenley Haug came across, got her hand cut in the cookie jar, and Haug will get tabbed for the foul. That'll be Kenley's first, team's 3rd, and we'll see free throw attempts here for Sierra Nipstead, as she shot both of them so far here today for the Kindred Vikings. Coming up, we'll get to our in-game update, brought to you in part by Goldmark Commercial. Also, from there, we'll keep you apprised of what's going on across yourliveevent.com tonight. A handful of basketball girls hoops games here this evening. Mayport CG at Thompson, also Northern Cass at the Lisbon Broncos. As Holland able to return here for Central Cass. Free throw attempt number 2 is good for Nipstead. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Sierra's got all her points from the stripe, and it's the largest lead of the game here at 13-0 for the Kindred Vikings with 1:15 left in the first quarter on the Bank North scoreboard. Reversing right-hand side, Emery with it. Double team comes. Emery gives it to the high post now to Kegley. Kegley with a drive down the paint, step through now to Kovervig. Kovervig at the right wing here, gives it extra pass. Nice little fine shot, no, on the attempt there by JC on the interior. Baco comes up with it. The other center will see a foul here on Central Cass. This will be their last foul to give before the bonus. Foul will come across on Kegley, her first, and the team's 4th. Keelan, the 5'5" freshman guard, into the contest here for Central Cass as well. Baco at the top of the key looking for Nipstead. Nipstead with it, able to use the dribble, scoop and score. Nipstead's got 5, and The Kindred Vikings up by 15. Central Cass. We'll see this be a interception. Rowland able to save it for a moment. Last touch, and it will be off of the Central Cass Squirrels. It'll be off the Kindred Vikings here with Kennedy Baco. So if you're Central Cass right now, just looking for the lid to come off the rim in some capacity. They have yet to shoot a free throw here today, and a good chunk of their shots have been contested in some capacity. As Kindred really getting up in those passing lanes right now, making it difficult to find anything easy. Severson's pass gets, right on cue. Rowland with the tip and steal. Baco the other side of the floor as Kindred. Here's Sam Brandt call out the offense here for the final shot of the quarter. Trembeth, left-handed side, little pick and pop action, and Nipstead, she'll shoot the three-pointer. That'll be off the mark. Rebound, eventually won here by Central Cass with Kegley. Kegley of 4 seconds, fires it up the floor to Convervig, a 2. Bounce pass coming across, and Nipstead is able to get there to deflect it. That's how we'll end our first quarter play. On the Bank North scoreboard, it's all the team clad in blue here tonight in Castleton, up by 15.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
In-game update brought to you in part by Goldmark Commercial Real Estate down in Lisbon. It's 17-9 in favor of Northern Cass in the first half of play over the Lisbon Broncos. Up in Thompson, good one between the Tommies and the Mayport CG Patriots. It's Thompson 28, Mayport CG 23 with 1:19 left to play in the first half. That's an in-game update brought to you in part by Goldmark Commercial. From commercial to farmland and from office to industrial, Goldmark Commercial has the skills to handle all of your commercial, real estate, and farmland requests. Go online to goldmarkcommercial.com to connect with their expert team of trusted agents. After the timeout here with the quarter break, Central Cass will see this to left-handed side. Is this going to be stolen away? Baco with it up the other side of the floor to Nipstead. Nipstead with the right-handed layup for 2. Nipstead has got now 7 in the game. Give the steal and score to Baco, and it's turnover number 10 here for Central Cass in the half. Emery with it, right-handed side. She'll jump into a three-pointer. That'll graze the iron. Rebound will be with Severson. Severson with the skip. Another attempt here for Emery. Got it. Emery Holland able to hit the triple there, and Central Cass gets their first made field goal coming at the 7:20 mark. As Sam Brandt wanted a timeout here, and she'll get it after seeing a little bit of suffocation by the Central Cass defense. Can that be the little shot in the arm for Central Cass? We'll find out after this. 7:08 left in quarter number 2.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest Coaches Show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Timeout brought to you in part by Taupe Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan at Taupe Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies. Give them a call at 701-347-4045. That's 701-347-4045. Or stop into their office throughout the week in Castleton with Taupe Insurance. 17-3 here. Chase Miller with you, Jossie Williams here on this Monday evening as we're getting ready for the holiday break here a little bit as well coming up next week. Always interesting when got New Year's and Christmas falling in between the middle of the week as Bacco leaves it right-handed side, looking for Nipstead on the interior, and this will be a turnover. First turnover of the game for the Vikings after an Emery Holland three-pointer with 7:20 left to play in the quarter. Central Cass now seeing something positive go their way, trailing again 15-love after 1 quarter of play. Kenley Haug able to take the ball screen here at the 8th grader. Sets up the offense with the skip to Cotton. Cotton looking on the baseline, nothing there. Cotton's going to go hard down the paint, throwing it up off the window, no. Rebound comes down to Bacco. Kenny Bacco gets her second rebound as Nipstead in the front court with a head of steam. Nipstead to the paint, blocked shot, but there's the foul. Ava Cotton going to get called for the foul, her first, team's first of the quarter. And we'll see free throw attempts on the way here for Nipstead. Nipstead will have her 5th and 6th free throw attempts of the contest, and something talking with Sam Brandt was saying the word control throughout the course of the week here with finals. This is their first of 3 games. They'll have a game on Thursday at home in their home opener against Valley City, then travel to Bismarck for a date with Shiloh Christian on Thursday, and so far that word has been right on cue as they have been in control from the opening tap of this one for the Vikings. But still a lot of time left to be played. Central Cass would like to cut this to single digits at least before the half. Haug leaves it baseline. Holland gives it to Haug as they're able to skip it to Cotton. Ava Cotton from 24 feet. That'll be off the mark, no good. Leah Rowland comes down with the rebound, her second. Other side of the floor, turnover now for the Kindred Vikings. With it here is Cagley. Cagley, right-handed side, jumper from 17 by Kinley, can't go. And a board coming down to Liza Trembeth, her third. Trembeth in the front court, handles it at the top of the key as Trembeth now with it between the circles, finds Nipstead. Nipstead sees Ava Cotton draped on her as Nipstead picks up that dribble, now to Trembeth. Trembeth takes the ball screen, going hard down the paint. This one will be no continuation. It'll be on the floor, and we'll see if it's on the help of Cagley. It is, and Cagley will pick up her second. Cagley's second, team second with 5:49 left to play here in the second quarter on the Bank North scoreboard. Bank North been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Trembeth double, leaves it left-handed side. Here goes Sharp down the paint, and Sharp gets her to go for 2. Zoe Sharp is able to get her first field goal. 21-3 is Ava Cotton trying to get in the front court, able to weave her way, crossing over, going on Bacco to the paint, and block. Kennedy Bacco able to get her second block shot of the night. So Bacco gets her second. Timed it up perfectly there, and you'll see Ava Cotton inbounding now for Central Cass. As Cotton on the inbound here on the baseline will utilize this one to the right-handed side as this one will go to Kinley. Haug looking for the ball screen, takes it, crossing over, finds it now to Emery. She'll shoot rainbow three-pointer off the mark, no good. Rebound, put back, Kinley, little teardropper, can't go, and eventually Nipstead crowds the loose ball. Trembeth at the left wing finds it to Nipstead. Nipstead able to attack the paint. Rowland trying to get in the scoring column. Three-pointer will go long. Rebound to Kinley, her third of the contest. Central Cass with Haug, right-handed side to Emery. As she gives it to Kovervig, left-handed side Ava. Cotton with the drive. Cotton with a 12-footer off the backboard, good for 2. Ava Cotton gets her first made field goal. Central Cass now can set up their full-court pressure defense, something they haven't done too much of just because they have 2 field goals in this first half. Trembeth's pass goes to Bacco, crossing the timeline with a second to spare. Rowland driving kick to Nipstead, right wing triple off the mark. No, nice box up by the 8th grader Kinley Haug. Haug in transition the other side of the floor. Goes between the legs, finds a teammate, Ava Cotton. Cotton with the 15-footer. That'll go off the mark. Rebound here. Cotton's going to get on the deck. A second chance. Haug with the triple. Bucket! Second chance opportunity, and that was a hustle play by Ava Cotton, and the Central Cass Squirrels are back within 13. Timeout on the floor. 4:13 left to play in this first half.
Since Its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Timeouts here in Castleton brought to you in part by our friends at Cass County Mutual. Cass County Mutual agents providing service to southeastern North Dakota. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you. So 21-8 here after, again, it was 17-0 before Central Cass got their first field goal of the game, coming at the 7:20 mark by an Emery Holland made three-pointer. And all of a sudden, Central Cass has trimmed that deficit down to 13. And if you're the Squirrels, the one good thing about not scoring in the first quarter is you have all the rest of the game to try to cut into that deficit. You're not going to get everything necessarily in one quarter play, but if you can get another stop here, it allows us to set up the defense. Sam Brandt burning her second timeout. She'll have 3 remaining. Ava Cotton, kind of a bulldog on the top of that diamond zone, and here goes Nipstead. Nipstead passing it. This one goes to Kittleson, right-handed side to Roland, back to Trembeth. Trembeth, Liza from 10 feet, got it to go. Good ball reversal, patient offense in the half court there, and Trembeth now has her 4th made field goal of the game. She's got 8. Haug left-handed side to Kovervig. Kovervig using the dribble here, bounce pass to Haug. Haug's in a drive on the baseline, lost it off a shoe, and that'll be off hers out of bounds. But it does allow Central Cass to set up their full court pressure defense. Both teams back in action on Thursday, and we'll have both of them for you here on yourliveevent.com. As Trembeth will see a turnover here for the Kindred Vikings. Central Cass will host Grafton, opening tip scheduled for 7 o'clock. Kindred will host the Valley City Highlanders, opening tip scheduled for 7:30 in a Region 1 contest. Kovervig to Haug. Haug will see this one. Takes the ball screen by Kovervig. She's open. That screen gets her attempt to shoot a 3. No. Rebound, though, for Ava Cotton. Putback can't get it. It's still loose underneath. Nice bounce pass to Kovervig. Kovervig with the shot up, and she gets fouled. Kangley gets her 5th rebound alongside with Ava Cotton picking up her 3rd. Kovervig will head to the free throw line for the first free throw attempt of the contest here for Central Cass, and the foul will be assessed here on the Kindred Vikings. That'll be their first of the quarter. Second by Baco. Free throw attempt is up and in. So Kovervig able to bury the free throw attempt, trying to make it back to a 13-point margin here. Free throw opportunity number 2 is up, and it's good. Kovervig splashes both of those home. Nipstead to Trembeth here. Trembeth reverse pivots. Trembeth in trouble, and we're going to have a foul. Foul on Central Cass. This will come across the arm. Ava Cotton's going to pick up her 2nd. That'll be the team's 3rd. Ever so close to trying to get a jump ball, but they will say enough of the arm there, and that'll be a foul. Make sure you stay tuned to our halftime show. Brought to you in part by Farmers Union Wadsling Kramer Agency. Coming up after the conclusion of the second quarter. Ball's on the deck, turnover. Ava Cotton comes up with it for Central Cass. Right-handed side, Kovervig. She's going to skip it. Emery with the shot fake, dribble pull up for 15. Can't get it to go. And a board underneath here to Trembeth. That'll be her 4th. This one with Nipstead looking up the floor to Roland. Roland shot fake got her defender to fly by her, and Roland gets the 2 points. All 5 players in the scoring column now that started for the Kindred Vikings as Kinley Haug brings it back into the front court. It's back to what it was to start the quarter, a 15-point margin. Emery, rainbow 3, finds gold. Emery Holland hits her 2nd triple. As Kennedy Baco can't handle this one. Kovervig shot, no rebound, put back. Cotton gets fouled, then Nipstead's going to get tapped for the foul, her 1st. And the team's 2nd. 5th turnover costly here for the Kindred Vikings as Ava Cotton heads to the free throw line, a 75% free throw shooter on the season. So after anything that could go wrong did go wrong in the opening 8 minutes, Central Cass finding their footing here in the second quarter, mainly making field goals, that's allowed them to set up their full court pressure defense. Well, they didn't make any in the first quarter. They just weren't able to get that diamond and one full court press against this Kindred backcourt. Cotton free throw attempt, right-handed toss on the second is up, and this one will rattle in. Substitution into the game as Liv Severson will come in for Cotton. And Cotton and Kegley with 2 fouls for Central Cass. Kennedy Bacco has a pair as well here for the Kindred Vikings. Trembet to Nipstead. This one going to be turned over, though, the other side. Layup good for 2 for Severson. Well, both teams' points off the turnover has been valuable here tonight. Trembeth with it, now to Nipstead. Nipstead 3-on-2, fires the pass to Kittleson. Kittleson jumper from the baseline, no, but stays with it here for Lila as they reverse it now to Roland. Roland crossing over, spins, leaves it up top now to Trembeth. A little 5-out offense. Trembeth is going to spin, hang, shoot off the window. Shot will be short. Rebound comes down here to Kegley. And Central Cass don't look now. A made bucket here. If it's a 3, it's a 2-possession game. Hoyland goes through a pair of Vikings' hands, and Roland gets the steal. It's still loose, and Nipstead will come up with it. Trembeth doubled. Trembeth comes through, and there's a traveling violation. And you can just feel the intensity on a rivalry night coming a little bit more as this game progresses here. 1:46 remaining here in quarter number 2, especially when Central Cass got that first field goal. Student section got in the game, but if you're Sam Brandt going on the road to your rival, love the first quarter start. Now some things, as anybody would, to clean up early on in this season in quarter number 2. Right-handed side, Emery leaves it to the baseline as that'll go now to Liv. Severson on the interior. Kegley gives it back to Severson. 16-footer, bucket. Severson's got 4, and we've seen the Squirrels offense starting to get a little mojo. Nipstead, baseball home run pass to Roland, who finds Kittleson. Kittleson on the step through on a foul on the floor. This will be the last one for the Squirrels here in the quarter to give. Foul be tabbed on Severson, her second and the team's 4th. And you'll see a substitution into the game as Ava Cotton will check in. Also coming in for the Vikings will be Zoe Sharp, and we'll have a fresh 35 on the shot clock here for the Kindred Vikings. Inbounding it for Nipstead. Little give and go to Bacco. Nipstead right pocket triple will go short. Good. Box out on the interior here for Central Cass for Severson. Kinley in the front court. Haug will make her way to the top of the key. Now to Cotton. Cotton crossing over, right-hand side. Holland, right wing triple on the way, was halfway down and rattled out. Rebound comes down to Roland, her 3rd. Roland, though, lost the basketball. Here goes Ava Cotton off the front iron, no. And the board here to Kinley. Ball to top of the key. Emery, 3-pointer, short. Rebound comes down to Roland, and she'll be out of bounds. A turnover on the Kindred Vikings. 50 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, as our officiating crew with Ryan Gelner, Kelvin Tubner, and Hunter Fingston take a look at Jay Botman, thinking he might have wanted to call a timeout, but he was just calling the inbound play here for Central Cass. This to make it a 2-possession game with a made field goal. Cotton right-handed, now at the top, as Kinley weaving now to Ava. Cotton here at the right-handed side. Cotton on the baseline, making her way inside the paint. Tough shot, can't get it to go. Rebound goes down to Sharp, her 3rd. And for the Kindred Vikings, Kennedy Bacco brings this in the front court. Bacco right-handed side to Roland. Roland's going to see this one and a turnover as Kovervik comes up with a steal after the little left-handed poke there by Emery Holland. Here goes Kenley. Haug, 15-footer, got it! The 8th grader now has 5, and that's the margin here in the quarter. Bacco up the floor to Roland, finds it to Trembeth with 10 seconds. Trembeth going to drive, left-handed shot, good to go. Liza Trembeth now with 10, 4 seconds, 3 seconds for Cotton. Cotton crossing the timeline, good to beat the horn, off the backboard and the rim, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. It's 27-20, 4th-ranked Vikings lead it by 7 as we go to our intermission, brought to you in part by Farmers Union, Wasling Kramer Agency.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Halftime show today brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance, Wadsley and Kramer Agency here on yourliveevent.com. After 16 minutes of play, it's fourth-ranked Kindred 27, the Central Cass Squirrels 20. The Kindred Vikings 15 points in the first quarter, 12 points in the second. They had 10 turnovers in the first half of play. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, 0 points in the opening 8 minutes, a 20 spot in the second quarter play for Central Cass. They would finish with 12 turnovers. Also, some other team stats here for the Kindred Vikings. 5 players in the scoring column, all of their starters. They have yet to hit a 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Kindred with 16 rebounds. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, 5 players in the scoring column. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. They've hit 3 threes, 16 rebounds for Central Cass. Vikings led by the 10 points of Liza Trembeth with 4 rebounds. Sierra Nipstead has 9 points, 2 boards, and 5 of 6 shooting from the free throw line. 4 points then for Kennedy Bacco and a couple of block shots. 2 points, 4 rebounds by Roland, and Zoe Sharp with 2 points and 3 rebounds for the Vikings. Again, Liza Trembeth with 10 and Sierra Nipstead with 9 for Kindred. One for the Central Cass Squirrels, led by the 6 points of Emery Holland with 2 main three-pointers in quarter number 2. 5 points then for Kenley Hogg with 5 rebounds. 4 points, 2 boards for Liv Severson. 3 points, 3 rebounds for Ava Cotton, and 2 points for Abby Convervig off the bench, going 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Central Cass again led by the 6 of Emery Holland, and then the 5 points here of Kenley Hogg. This is our halftime show, again brought to you in part by our friends at Farmers Union, Wadsley and Kramer Agency. Scott and Tyler are your local small-town agents for Castleton and surrounding communities. Whether it's crop and farm, home or auto, health and life, commercial or recreational insurance, come visit Farmers Union Insurance in Castleton for the great rates and local service that you expect. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll let you know what's going on between both teams later this week for the Vikings and the Squirrels and your out-of-town scoreboard. That and more is still to come here in Castleton.
Give a gift that's sure to impress this holiday season with a Tommy's Express gift card. Help your family and friends ride into 2025 cleaner than ever with a Tommy Club membership. Your loved one gets unlimited washes at an amazing car wash, and every time they see their beautiful car, they will think of you. And the best part? It's the gift that keeps on giving. Clean, convenient, and always appreciated. Love your holidays, love your ride. Buy gift cards now at your local Tommy's Express.
This is Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying solutions for these limiting factors. Agassi Precision Ag, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Here at the half, brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance, Wadsley and Kramer Agency. 27-20 with the advantage for the Kindred Vikings. Taking a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here tonight. Down in Lisbon, all Northern Cass 38-18 at the half. From there, it's 38-25. Thompson leads over Mayport CG midway through quarter number 3. Also, halftime up in Devil's Lake. Look at this. Carrington leads the defending champ in Devil's Lake 26-23. Again, 26-23 so far here for the Carrington Cardinals over the Devil's Lake Firebirds in Region 2 girls basketball. That's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. Here's a look at what's to come for both clubs respectively. Tomorrow night, when it comes to boys basketball, the Kindred Vikings will be back in action for their home opener and their season opener, hosting the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros for Brad Whale's team, as Brad Whale and the Vikings made it all the way to the championship game last season, finishing runner-up to Devil's Lake. That'll be tomorrow night. The girls will be back in action for their home opener against a very stingy Valley City club who won the Barnes County girls basketball tournament last week in the city of Bridges. That'll be on Thursday again for the Vikings. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, they will host Grafton over the next couple of days. The boys and head coach Matt Norman coming off a 3-point victory over Hillsborough Central Valley on a Saturday in Hillsborough. They're back in action tomorrow night, hosting another Region 2 opponent in the Grafton Spoilers tomorrow night here on YourLiveEvent.com. Josh Boyko will have the call, and then we'll have Grafton girls making their way on Thursday down to Castleton as well. So that's a look at what's ahead for both clubs respectively. Again, at the half, the Kindred Vikings led by the 10 points of Liza Trembeth, the 9 by Sierra Nipstead. Kindred yet to hit a 3, but they did outscore, for those of you that are just joining us, the Central Cass Squirrels 15-0 after one quarter. That was the score, and the Central Cass Squirrels down again by 7 points, while for the Central Cass Squirrels, led by the 6 points of Emery Holland and the 5 points here for Kenley Haug for Jake Bachman and the Squirrels. That does it for our halftime show, brought to you in part by Farmers Union Wasleen Kramer Agency. Get in touch with Scott and Tyler, your local small-town agents for Castleton and the surrounding communities. Back with second half action next in Castleton. It's Division 8 Region 1 girls basketball.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
For more information, simply go to our website, yourliveevent.com, to check out our complete game schedule throughout the month of December. And once we get into the new year as well here in 2025, simply subscribe to our YouTube channel, searching Your Live Event, and tune into our Wednesday night coaches show. We'll hear from Brad Whale, the Kindred Vikings boys basketball head coach, on Wednesday night. That'll be part of our coverage, and then we will take Christmas with it being on a Wednesday off, and then we'll have a season recap on the first of the year, and we'll recap 2024. So that's upcoming again every Wednesday night, the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show at 7 o'clock. Ryan Gellner, Kelvin Tubner, and Hunter Finkson again are our three-man officials. 8 minutes goes up on the third quarter. Kindred leads it by 7. They've led in front the entirety of this game. Trembeth, Bacco, Nipstead was Sharp and Rowland here, the original starting 5. Three-pointer by Trembeth, long rebound, and Rowland just going to be a magnet to the ball. Her 5th rebound, put back good for 2. As Nipstead now in double digits, she's got 11. Cotton will see this one. Holland with Cagley, Haug, and also on the floor, left-handed side here, Severson, the original starting 5 for Central Cass. Cagley, right-handed side, open, Ava Cotton, 3! Nothing but the bottom of the net. Ava Cotton makes the 4th made three-pointer here for Central Cass. They're back within 2 possessions. Rolling, nice pass across the way. Sharp no, rebound comes down here to Ava. That'll be her 4th. Ava Cotton wants to push this one, tipped out of bounds by Trembeth, and it will stay Central Cass basketball. Central Cass losing twice to the Kindred Vikings last season. Last win for the Squirrels on January 3rd of 2023, beating the Kindred Vikings by 15 in Kindred. Cotton gets on the deck, and there comes a steal by Bacco. Bacco looking to go coast to coast. Left-handed layup, no, can't get it. And a rebound comes down to Kinley. That'll be her 6th. Haug in the front court finds it to Cotton. Ava Cotton inside. The teardropper from 7, and a rebound to Zoe. Sharp gets her 4th, and now it's Nipstead, the other side of the floor for the Vikings. Nipstead, little hesitation, looking for a teammate, finds one to Rowland here as it gives it back now to Trembeth. Trembeth with a couple of dribbles, going to go hard inside the paint, off the window, good for 2. Liza now with 12, and a good start here for the Vikings. 2 different players scoring with Nipstead and Trembeth here in this third quarter. Back up to an 8-point margin as Cotton sees it on this 1-3-1 matchup zone. Cotton to the baseline. Kinley gives it now to Cagley. Cagley to Cotton here. Cotton will step into a three-pointer. That'll be off the rim, but a board for a second was coming down to Emery, but lost it off her shin, and it will be out of bounds here on the Central Cass Squirrels. At the half, the Minnesota Vikings lead the Chicago Bears 13-0 in Monday Night Football, as the Vikings trying to tie the Detroit Lions in the NFC North with a win. There's a body foul here as Trembeth goes into Kenley Haug. Haug will get tabbed with the foul. That'll be her first, team's first of the quarter, and that'll reset the shot clock as well. 6:03 remaining here in quarter number 3. As the Vikings will inbound the basketball here with Kendi Bacco. Bacco in the backcourt to Nipstead. Nipstead crossing the timeline now to Trembeth. Trembeth taking the ball screen here. She makes her way. Nice Euro step, able to finish for 2. Liza Trembeth with the Euro. Back to a 10-point margin here. 5:45 remaining in the third quarter on the Bank North scoreboard. Kenley Haug takes the ball screen, steps into a left pocket 3. That'll be off the rim. Rebound gets tapped out to Ava Cotton. Cotton leaves it right-handed side. Is losing it for a minute is Emery, and it will be as Sierra comes up with a steal. Nipstead, and then there's the foul. Holland's going to get tapped for the foul. Her and Cotton were there. Emery will pick up her first. Team second. As we'll see a substitution with Kate Odegaard. And we'll get a timeout here with Jay Bachman. We'll break with them. 5:28 to play here in quarter number 3. Timeout Central Cass. It'll be their second of the contest.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
As we get to our in-game update, brought to you in part by Goldmark Commercial Real Estate, the Kindred Vikings led by double digits of the 14 points by Liza Trembeth, the 11 of Sierra Nipstead. They've scored all 6 in the quarter so far for Kindred, while for the Central Cass Squirrels, 6 points apiece for Emery Holland and Ava Cotton. They have combined to hit 4 of the, make that 3 of the combined 4 free 3-pointers here for the Central Cass Squirrels. That is our in-game update, brought to you in part by Gomar Commercial Real Estate. For more information, you can contact Gomar Commercial. Let their expert team of trusted agents handle all your requests. Go online to gomarcommercial.com to connect with them throughout the day. And also, Kindred Central Cass Boys Basketball will be here on tomorrow night here on yourliveevent.com as well. Sierra Nipstead front court, little 1-4 set to Baco. Trembeth comes around as she's able to go hard to the paint, trying to get by a double, hits the side of the backboard out of bounds, and it will be off of Trembeth. So you'll see Central Cass make the defensive stop. They've cut it down to 2 possessions, but they've never got it within 1 since they were trailing again 15-0 in the first quarter of play. Kinley Haug with the bounce pass to Emery. Holland with the step through. Shot going to be partially blocked. Kegley's pass and goes out of bounds, and a turnover as that one was going to the official here in Calvin Tubner. Turnover on Central Cass. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. Central Cass so far with 2 team fouls. The Vikings have yet to commit one here in this third. Rowland at the right wing finds it inside Baco to the baseline here as Rowland gives it back up top to Nipstead. Around the horn now to Trembeth. Trembeth taking a couple dribbles on Ava Cotton, able to spin. Leaves it open, jumper, Baco 3 off the side. Rebound put back by Nipstead, can't go, and the ball will get put out of play. It'll be last touch here by the Kindred Vikings. So for your Ava Cotton right now in the Central Cass Squirrels. How can you find a little rhythm like you did in the second quarter here in the third, where they put up 20 points again in the second? With it, it's going to be Ava Cotton. Cotton with a couple of dribbles, weaving her way. And this one is going to be still loose on the deck. Coming up with it is going to be Kegley, left-hand side Holland. Holland, 15-footer from the baseline, got it. Choppy, but it works. Holland now has 8, and the Squirrels are back within 8. 4:17 to play here in quarter number 3. Sierra Nipstead in the front court. Guarded here by Cotton. Kindred's gone mainly 1-3-1, while Central Cass has gone mainly man-to-man. Ball will be tapped out. Last touch here by Central Cass is Kegley coming over on the help side there as Trembeth was cutting back door. And Kindred will inbound in here with Sierra Nipstead. Nipstead on the inbounds, leaves it left and inside to Baco. Now it goes to Rowland here. Rowland back to baseline. Open jumper, left pocket 3. Nipstead, that'll graze the iron. Rebound comes down to Kennedy. Kennedy back to Rowland as she skips it to Nipstead. Nipstead backing her defender down, finds Leah. Rowland back cutting as she did. She just hopped with the basketball. Turnover on the Kindred Vikings. It'll be their 11th. Both teams going to get a little test here over the next couple of games. Taking a look at the latest top 5 poll coming out today. South Prairie Max number 1, Devils Lake 2, Thompson 3, Kindred 4, and Valley City at number 5. Number 5, Valley City goes to Kindred again on Thursday. Dribble, pull up, jumper by Emery. No, look at the rebound by Kegley with the pass. She gets the ball right back. Kegley spins, trying to throw it up, and she gets fouled. Kegley gets her 7th rebound. Kindred asking for a 3 in the key. Nothing is there. Foul will be assessed on the Vikings. Liza Trembeth, her 2nd, team's first. So for Kindred, 2-2 with Trembeth and Kennedy Baco. Free throw opportunity here on the way for the Squirrels. Free throw attempt is up, and that'll go long on the attempt for Kegley here. Central Cass now 3 of 5 from the charity stripe as a team. Kindred 5 of 6 in their own right. Free throw attempt number 2 is up, and it's good. So Kegley able to split the pair. Diamond 1, Kennedy Baco here in the backcourt. Baco zings it near side now. That'll go to Nipstead. Nipstead reverse pivots up the floor to Rowland. Open right wing 3 on the way. Rowland shot, no rebound, and we'll see a foul. Foul be tabbed on the Kindred Vikings. Kate Odegaard, that'll be her first and the team's 2nd. Nice box on the interior. We've been talking about it here for the 5'5", 8th grader Kenley Haug with 6 rebounds. Able to get the box out there for Central Cass, as you'll see Odegaard quickly check out of the game. As Zoe Sharp back in that middle of the 1-3-1 zone, and Central Cass trying to get it to a 2-possession game here on this possession. High pass. Severson now to Kenley. Haug will step into a 3. That'll be short. Rebound out of play. No touch, and it will be Vikings with the basketball. Kindred so far with 6 points in the quarter, while for Central Cass, they as well with 6 points in the quarter. It was 27-20 at half. Nipstead, and we'll see a foul here on Kinley. Howe will pick up the foul, her third and the team's third here with 3 minutes to play. In quarter number 3, so threes all around here in Castleton. A game that got underway just over 50 minutes ago here in Castleton. Nipstead, front court, finds it to Trembeth. Trembeth goes behind the back, leaves it now to Nipstead here. Nipstead inside the paint, teardropper for 2, got it to go. The paint opens up, and Nipstead, now the Bankers dozen in scoring. Ava Cotton taking the ball screen here, and that's going to be an illegal screen. Not getting set there was Kinley Haug off the rub. That'll be her fourth, as she will have to check out, and Kegley will check in. That's a big piece of the chessboard here for Jay Bachman in terms of how Kinley can handle the basketball. So with 2:40 remaining here in quarter number 3, we'll see how Central Cass can weather this storm with their starting point guard on the bench with 4 fouls. Also, another foul will be Kindred into the bonus. Vikings see this to Trembeth. Liza looking for it on the interior to Baco. Bounce pass, this one will go out of play. And a turnover here on the Kindred Vikings. It'll be their 12th. So we'll see what Central Cass can try to muster up again here offensively against this make that 1-3-1 zone. Ava Cotton comes in. There's going to be a steal by Trembeth. Trembeth leads a little transition 2-on-2 across the way to Nipstead for 2. Sierra Nipstead now with 15 points. Turnover number 17 on Central Cass, and a timeout here for Jake Bachman. It's a 30 with 2:06 remaining here in quarter number 3. This timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Tope Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan at Tope Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policy. Give Tope Insurance a call at 701-347-4045. That again is 701-347-4045 with Tope Insurance. Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show brought to you in part by Tommy's Express Car Wash. We'll hear from the victorious team, take a look at the final numbers, get to our play of the game brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Egg. That and more still to come on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. Kindred leads it by 11 here with just over 2 minutes to play. I'm getting quarter number 4, and if you're Jay Bachman, and if you do roll the dice whenever you do bring in Kinley back, the question is when with those 4 personal fouls. She'll have to play awfully smart when she returns. As Kavervig is into the contest now here for Central Cass with Severson, Kegley, Cotton, and Holland on the floor here for the Squirrels. Sierra Nipstead continuing to pressure on that 1-3-1. Ava Cotton trying to back down Sierra. As she does, she reverses. Cotton left-handed side to Kavervig here. Bounce pass. Nice find to Kegley. Kicks it to Emery. Holland with it to Kegley here. Zings a pass to Kavervig as they work it around to the triple for Ava Cotton. Rebound comes out long to Sierra Nipstead. Nipstead then lost it with Kavervig. Right-handed side to Roland. Back to Sierra. Top of the key. 3. That'll go off the iron, out of bounds into the Kindred student section. And it will be Central Cass with the basketball. If you're a Kindred fan, you might feel like you 10, 11 points, still allowing Central Cass to hang around. Well, if you're the Squirrels, you're just feeling, hey, finish this quarter on a little run. See if you can get it back to 8, 7 points, maybe 2 possessions, and start putting some pressure on the Vikings going in the 4th. Holland weaving her way, and there's going to be a foul and 2 free throws. Emery will head to the free throw line, an 85% free throw shooter so far on the season. Foul will be on Roland. That'll be her first, the team's third, and Holland heads to the free throw line here for Central Cass. Squirrels 4 of 6 from the stripe so far here on this Monday night. Free throw attempt is good. Holland now with 9 points. Has to try to get into double digits and be the first player in that category. Coming in averaging 13 points per contest. Emery's second free throw attempt will rattle out. Rebound comes down to Trembeth. That'll be her 5th. 14 points, 5 rebounds for Eliza. Here is Nipstead handles it in the front court. Kindred taking the ball screen as they do. Ava Cotton maybe got a little bit of a shoulder there from Trembeth. She'll rise into a 3. Shot will be off the mark, and Ava Cotton will see this and a foul on Roland. Roland's going to pick up her second, team's 4th. Ava Cotton gets the loose ball. And now this will allow the Central Cass Squirrels here to set up the offense. Kindred in the first quarter had that full court pressure defense, and as this game has worn on with just playing mainly 6 with a little bit of 7 players, trying to save some of the legs here in this second half, kind of picking up exclusively in the half court here in the second. Open, Kegley, 17-footer off the backboard for two. Kegley's got three, and Central Cass back within 3 possessions. Trembeth here sees the full court pressure defense. This one will be thrown away by the Vikings. They're 13th. Central Cass with 17 turnovers. Vikings have 13 so far, and we'll see Central Cass now with Ava Cotton, right-handed side, Emery Holland, rainbow three yet again! Holland with her third made triple. She's got 12, and the Squirrels are back within 5. Bacco goes the other side of the floor. They have numbers for the Vikings. Trembeth steps into a three for the answer, rainbow. Off the front iron, rebound comes down to Kavervig. Central Cass with a made field goal here to try to make it a one-possession game. Near sideline, Cotton with 8 seconds. Ava now with 7, leaves it. Holland, heat check, three-pointer coming, book it! Holland buries another one, and that's how we'll end quarter number 3. The Central Cass Squirrels are back within 2 thanks to a pair of triples late by the 5'8 senior guard, Emery Holland. Don't go anywhere. The final 8 minutes next here in Castleton.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The state-of-the-art STEM Center, along with our theater, music wing, early childhood center, wellness center, and athletic complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with their academics and activities.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Central Cass outscores the Kindred Vikings 15-10 in quarter number 3, and thanks to a flurry late, as it was 33-23 again with 5:28 left to go in the third quarter. Then Central Cass saw it go even to 12-13 points, but kept churning away, and a couple of three-pointers late by Emery Holland. She now has 15 points in the contest, 4 made three-pointers here for Central Cass. She's tied with Nipstead for the most from Kindred for points in this game. Starting the fourth quarter play, Central Cass, last time it was tied was at the opening tip at 0s apiece. It was tied after about 2 minutes before Kindred got their first field goal. Nice spin move here by Holland. She throws it up. There's a block shot by Sharp. Other side goes Trembeth. Oh, what an ankle cross right to left. Trembeth going hard to the paint. There's a foul, and it's going to be a blocking foul on Severson. Severson trying to pick up the charge and said she'll pick up the body foul. That'll be Liv's third, team's first, and 2 free throws upcoming here for Liza Trembeth. This will be her first free throw attempts of the game. Vikings, or I should say Sierra Nipstead, is 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Trembeth buries this one now with 15 points to match a game high in scoring. More importantly, from the Viking perspective, you hit this second one, you get it back up to 2 possessions late in this contest. Free throw attempt number 2 will be off the front iron. Ball tapped out of bounds, and it will be Kindred with the basketball. Vikings in their blue uniforms, the black numerals and lettering outlined in white with the black stripe. For the Central Cass Squirrels in those white uniforms with the red numerals, black lettering here today, as we'll have a reset of the shot clock here to make it back to a fresh 35 as it was standing at 33. As the Vikings will inbound this one, as they do, as this will go to Nipstead up top to Trembeth here. Trembeth at the left-handed side taking a couple hard dribbles. Trembeth leaves it to Nipstead, and Nipstead will travel with the basketball here for the Kindred Vikings. Turnover for Kindred. That'll be their 14th of the contest. So turnover here for Kindred, but Sam Brandt, after not applying the full court pressure defense in the third, does here in the fourth. Ball goes to Holland. Holland with the shot fake. Holland to the paint. Holland off the window, and Holland does it again. Oh, it's Emery's world, and we're just living in it. She's got 15 on the night. Kindred with Trembeth here, nearly lost it, regains possession. Double comes from Cotton and Kavervig. Open is Bacco, right pocket three. Come in, tickles a twine. Kennedy Baca with the first make three-pointer of the evening for the Vikings. Under 7 to play. Ava Cotton up the floor to Holland. Holland ripping it through. Holland going up, and there's a foul. Sharp or Rowland will commit the foul here, as the foul will be assessed. This will go on Zoe, her second, team's first of the quarter, and free throws upcoming here for Emery. Emery 17 points on the night, now make it 18. She's 2 of 3 from the free throw line and has done most of the scoring in this second half, particularly when Kinley Howell picked up that fourth personal foul. Since that fourth personal foul, that was kind of the shot in the arm, if you will, here for Holland. As she's got 19 on the night, back to a 2-point game. Full court pressure defense. Kendi Bacco makes a nice pass to Nipstead. Nipstead in the paint. Now we'll leave it to Sharp. Step through, back to Bacco, wants another three. Three-pointer will be off the iron, and a foul here, and this one will go against the Vikings. Foul will be assessed on the senior forward, Zoe Sharp, her third, team's second. And Central Cass with a chance to tie or take the lead here. And the Squirrels have yet to take a lead in this contest. Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show, brought to you in part by Tommy's Express Car Wash. 41-39 as the Central Cass Squirrels with Ava Cotton brings it in the front court. Cotton reverse pivots. Cotton with the pass goes to Kovarig, extra fine, right-handed side. There's a couple hard dribbles by Severson off the window, and Severson nearly got the and one. Severson's got 4. She's taken a tumble a couple hard times here in the quarter, trying to take the block on Bacco. This time gets fouled by Rowland. That'll be her third, team's third. And for Kindred now, you got 3 on Rowland and 3 on Sharp. For Central Cass, 4 on Kinley Haug and 3 on Severson in terms of fouls. Liv, free throw attempt. That'll be off the iron. And at this point, the old adage, if you're going to foul late in the game with it being this close, make them earn it. Don't allow them to get a and one. If you're going to foul, commit the foul and force them to hit some free throws. Severson misses both, but the offensive rebound, though, goes to Ava Cotton. Kovarig with the pass on the inside. Kegley, double team comes. Kovarig gets it back at the left wing. Right-handed side to Holland. Now to Severson. High post touch to Kegley. Nice pass as they go down the paint for 2. Kegley now has 5, and we're tied for the first time since the opening minutes, where it was 0 apiece. Central Cass fans chanting defense, and we have a traveling violation on Trembeth here in the front court. 5:58 remaining here in the fourth. Sam Brandt has 3 timeouts remaining. Jay Bachman, they have 2 timeouts remaining on the other side, and I think Sam Brandt wants to take a timeout right on cue. We'll break with him here. 5:57 left in the fourth quarter, knotted at 41 here in Castleton.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
What else would you expect between two rivals ahead of the holidays? Got an early Christmas gift here today in Castleton between these two teams. Tied at 41 apiece. Timeout brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual, providing policy to all of southeastern North Dakota. For more information with Cass County Mutual and their insurance products, visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you. So after the timeout, both teams with, again, 2 timeouts remaining. The Vikings have committed 3 fouls in the quarter, Central Cass with 1. Left-handed side, Kinley Haug back into the game with those 4 personal fouls. Left-handed side, Bacco able to get her hand on the basketball. The difference, quite frankly, has been the turnovers in the second half for Central Cass. They committed 9 of them in the first quarter, 12 in the opening half. Since then, they've only committed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here in this second half. So they've done a better job against this 1-3-1 zone. Kinley Haug with it, finds Holland. Holland with the pass, back to Kinley, and, well, you can give that maybe the announcer's jinx as Nipstead gets the steal. Nipstead going hard down the paint, and Nipstead going to see a foul. Free throws upcoming here with Ava Cotton, and Cotton's going to pick up her third, team's second, as Nipstead will head to the free throw line. 15 points. She scored in every quarter but the 4 so far. As Nipstead is 5 of 6 from the free throw line, also with 3 rebounds. Nipstead right-handed toss, got it. 16 points here for Sierra Nipstead. Mason Nipstead, her older brother, awfully good football player in his own right, donning the Kindred logo a few years back now. Second free throw attempt is good for Sierra, now with 17. And more importantly for Kindred, back up by 2. Kinley Haug takes the ball screen, gives it now to Kegley. Kegley spins, looking for a teammate, finds one to Emery. Holland looking to drive. There's a little hip check foul with Trembeth, and that'll be Liza's third and the team's fourth. So from here on out, Central Cass, if a foul is committed by Kindred, will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2. As we saw last season, the bonus free throws are at 5, and you shoot 2 after each quarter. Haug sees this one. Nipstead with a good hand to deflect it. Emery Holland trying to find it to Kinley. Haug with the skip. This one to Kegley. Left pocket 3 on the way for Ava. Cotton's going to go long. Rebound comes down to Trembeth, and Liza wants to run. Liza in the front court. Finds it to Sierra. Sierra with a little cradle rock. Back to the top near sideline as it'll go to Baco. Baco with the drive. Comes into a crow hop. Looking back door to Trembeth. Here comes a double now to Sharp. Sharp will see this one spinning. Lost it, and Kovervig comes up with a steal. Kovervig near sideline as Central Cass here with Kegley brings in the front court. Kegley now to Ava Cotton. Cotton at the right wing. Cotton's going to step into the 3 for the lead. Got it! Ava Cotton with her second made triple of the game, and Central Cass for the first time tonight takes a lead. Kennedy Baco near sideline to Trembeth. Trembeth right-handed side, and there's the foul on the reach by Kegley. That'll be her third. Well, both teams going to have to weave and navigate the last 4:26 with some foul situations. Haug has 4, Severson with 3, Kegley and Cotton also with 3 as well. Kindred 3 by Trembeth, Sharp, and Rowland. Sarah Nipstead finds it to Baco. Baco will see this one. First possession that Kindred is trailing with the basketball. Baco left and inside to Trembeth here. Trembeth gets walled off by Cotton, goes between the legs, able to spin on the inside. Oh, what a move by Trembeth, and able to finish for 2. Trembeth able to have 17 on the night. What a spin cycle there by Liza. Haug in the front court leaves it to the baseline. Kovervig sees the double, and Kennedy Baco bats that one off the, I would say, helmet if Jay Bachman was wearing a helmet, but off the top of the forehead there for the head coach for the Central Cass Squirrels. Kovervig will inbound the basketball here for Central Cass. As she does, finds it to Haug. Haug will see this one at the left of the key. Haug gives it to Cotton. Ava Cotton here looking for a teammate to Holland. Holland steps into a 24-footer off the backboard. No. Rebound comes down. Severson throwing it up, and there's going to be a foul. Severson has 4 points. A couple of free throw attempts will be coming up for Liv. Foul will be on Rowland, her 4th, team's 5th, and free throw attempts upcoming here for Central Cass with a chance to tie or take the lead. Free throw opportunity here on the first is up, and it's good. Tied at 45. Tied at 41 with 5:58 to play. Now tied at 45 with 3:40 to play. Free throw attempt number 2 is in and in. Nearly in and out, but in and in. Got the soft touch here in Castleton. Baco sees a double, finds it to Trembeth here. Trembeth finds Nipstead. They got numbers if they hurry. Now it's to Rowland. Double team comes. Nipstead on the reversal. Nipstead's going to drive to the left block with the scoop, and there's a foul. And this is on Ava. It'll be her 4th. And Nipstead hits the free throw line. But it will be on the help of Severson. However, that's her 4th. So either way, someone gets one step closer to fouling out in this game. Team's 4th is also both in the bonus from here on out. Nipstead free throw attempt, and we're knotted at 46. Calm, cool, collective for Nipstead. She's got 18 on the night. Free throw attempt number 2 as Nipstead is 8 of 9 from the line, and Maker 9 of 10 from the free throw line with 19 points. Some stone-cold daggers there by Nipstead in a rivalry game for the freshman guard. Kenley Haug here on the near sideline. Haug looking for a teammate. Pops it past to Kovervig. Kovervig near sideline now to Kinley. Haug weaving her way. Gives it to the high post. Extra fine. Holland for the lead. Got it! Emery Holland buries another one. Her 5th made triple of the game. And then we see a turnover here on Central Cass. Holland with 7 in the quarter, 22 in the contest, and Sam Brandt wants to take a timeout. We'll break with him on the Bank North scoreboard. 3:02 left in the fourth quarter when we return here in Castleton.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Leslie, or Carol to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
Kenley Haug with another three-pointer. She has scored in every quarter but the first when Central Cass did not score at all in the quarter. Again, trailing 15-0 after 8 minutes of play. She had 2 in the first, 1 in the third, make that 2 in the third, and she finishes so far with 1 at this point in fourth quarter as well, as Haug's got 22 for a game high on the night on the Bank North scoreboard. They've been a trusted financial partner for generations. For more information and to find a branch near you, visit banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So timeout for Kindred. They'll have 1 remaining for head coach Sam Brandt. Jay Bachman will have 2 in comparison as Ava Cotton on the inbounds here, run in front of her bench and the student section here in Castleton. Ball goes left-handed side. This will go Severson. Severson takes the ball screen here. Severson's going to attack. Leaves it Haug. This is a 3. Got it! Haug with a triple. That'll be her second, and it's raining threes here for the Squirrels. Largest lead for Central Cass at 5. Nipstead drive. Leaves it sharp. Jumper off the backboard, no. Rebound comes down to Severson, her 4th. Other side of the floor, Severson. Right-handed side, here comes, well, potentially a double. Ava Cotton's going to flash to the high post, going down the paint for 2. And the momentum has turned on a dime here in the fourth. Cotton in double digits with 11. Trembeth and the Kindred Vikings looking for a made field goal here to trim the deficit to a 2-possession game. Trembeth spins, lost it for a moment. Rowland comes up with it now to Nipstead. Nipstead left of the key here for Kindred. Left-handed side to Bacco. Bacco taking the ball screen. Bacco handoff as this one goes left-handed side to Trembeth. Trembeth looking for a teammate here between the circles at the 2-minute mark. Right-handed side, Nipstead off the flare. She'll shoot the three-pointer off the mark. No good. Rebound comes down to Severson. Severson with her 5th as this will go to Kenley Haug. Haug will see it up the front court near sideline to Ava Cotton. Kindred can play it clean for 1 possession. From there, you might have to start fouling, and they will foul there. Nipstead has fouls to give. That'll just be her 2nd as Ava Cotton will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Cotton with 11 points. The Squirrels have hit 9 three-pointers in this game to Kindred's 1. That's been the difference here as this game has progressed. The three-point line can be a game changer, and it has been in this second half for Central Cass. Now if you're the Vikings, first time tonight, the last couple possessions just hasn't gone your way offensively or defensively. How can they readjust? Well, this helps with the Ava Cotton missed free throw attempt. And if you're the Vikings, you don't need a 3. Try to get to the line, get something quick if you can in transition. Free throw opportunity here for Cotton is off the mark. No. Rebound put back for Severson. No. Another crack at it. Bacco gets a block shot. Severson stays with it. Haug steps into a 3. Off the front iron and a board to Trembeth. Trembeth pushes this one up the other side of the floor. Easy leak out here for Sierra Nipstead. Nipstead now with 21 on the night. So there's the quick bucket, and now you can play this one out one more time if you're the Vikings. Ball gets skipped near side at Cotton. Cotton able to give it to Kinley. She'll rise into a 23-footer. Off the rim, no good. Board coming down, and we're going to get a tie up, and the arrow will make its way towards Kindred. Substitution is coming in will be Becca Kegley into the game for Abby Covervig with 74 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. It's receiving votes Central Cass 3-0 on the season against the 4th-rated Kindred Vikings at 2-0 on the year, and Central Cass leads it by 5. Bacco's pass to Trembeth. Trembeth gives it up the floor. Was it deflected? No, it wasn't. Turnover here on Kindred. Trembeth is asking that it was deflected there by Kegley. Instead, it'll be the 18th turnover on the Vikings. And now if you're Sam Brandt, what's the decision here as a couple more seconds come off the clock? Kenley Haugen in the front court. They're trying to trap here for the Vikings, and Rowland gets the steal. Baseball pass up the other side of the floor, finds Nipstead. Nipstead gets fouled and nearly gets the end one, and Ava Cotton is going to pick up the foul. That'll be her fourth. Oh, what a play by Rowland. Baseball pass up the floor to Nipstead, and Nipstead able to turn on the afterburners, able to head to the free throw line to shoot two. All of a sudden, a couple of stops here for the Vikings. Free throw attempt by Nipstead is pure. Sierra Nipstead, this will be her 12th free throw attempt. So far, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Sharp will check in as Kate Odegaard will check out. This to make it the one-possession game. And if you get to that point, and really with where you're at right now for Kindred, you can play it straight up regardless of make or miss by Nipstead. But if you make it, you know the full court pressure's coming if you're Central Cass. Nipstead got it. Bottle that shot up and sell it if you're Sierra Nipstead. 54-51, timeout Jay Bachman with 57.6 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We'll break with them late here in Castleton.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Timeout brought to you in part by Tope Insurance in Castleton. Get in touch with Ryan throughout the week for a quote or review of your policies. 54-51 here in the fourth quarter of play. Central Cass so far here in this quarter with 19 points. One for the Kindred Vikings with 14 points in this fourth quarter. One timeout apiece remaining, and both teams in the double bonus from here on out. The possession arrow will favor the Kindred Vikings. So if you're Kindred right now, after the timeout, set up the full court trap and you don't need a steal. Even a arrow will do you well here. The Central Cass will inbound the basketball here with Severson on the baseline. Well, diamond and one as they will look to trap on that first pass if it comes. Severson, there's the trap coming here to Cagley. Cagley with the dribble. Cagley bounce pass to Severson up the floor, but this one's a turnover as Sharp comes up with it. Sharp in the front court. Kindred with a chance to tie or get within one with a made field goal. Nipstead left and inside to Trembeth. Now to Baco. Baco at the left wing. Coming off the flares, Trembeth. Trembeth ripping it through. Trembeth inside the paint from 12. Off the backboard, no. Rebound, Baco. Baco kick out Nipstead. This to tie. Left wing three. In and out. Rebound to Severson and a foul here with Trembeth. Opportunity for the Vikings goes awry. And free throws here for Severson. Foul will be assessed on Liza Trembeth. That'll be her first. And two free throw attempts upcoming here for the Central Cass Squirrels. The Central Cass here with Severson will head to the line to shoot two. 6 points so far here in the contest for Severson. This to try to make it a two-possession game. Severson got it. You get to hear a pin drop here in Castleton. Second one on the way here for Central Cass. As Severson steps up to the line. Another right-handed toss here for Liv. Got it again. Severson is hit 4 straight from the line. She's 4 of 6 here in the quarter. Back to a two-possession game. Nipstead driving kick to Rowland. Rowland pops a pass to Trembeth. Trembeth top of the key three-pointer. That'll be long. Rebound here will be tapped out in the hands of Ava Cotton. Cotton up the floor here. Foul will be assessed on Kennedy Baco with 13.5 seconds remaining as Ava Cotton might have rolled an ankle here on the far sideline as she's going to try to get helped up here for Central Cass. Kennedy Baco picks up the foul, her third, and Ava Cotton's trying to put some pressure on it right now and limping a little bit here as Ryan Gellner here at the scorers table. And Ava Cotton just kind of, when she went down, just kind of came out. As Jay Bachman will make sure Ava's okay going forward as Ava will come out of the game. And all that you hope, again, is just a rolled ankle here for the short term as Central Cass has another game, albeit a non-region performance with Grafton on Thursday night. So Abby Kovarovic able to come in and bury the free throw attempts. here for Central Cass. It's still a 2-possession game. This to make it a 3-possession game here for the Squirrels. Coppervig buries them both. Able to come in and go 2 for 2. Now it's a 7-point game. Nipstead's going to driving kick to Roland. Roland at the right wing now with 6 seconds. Nipstead going hard to the paint, throwing it up off the backboard. No. Rebound by Kennedy Bacco, and Bacco gets fouled. Bacco with 7 points, 5 rebounds. She will head to the stripe. Central Cass with Cagley will pick up the foul with 1.4 seconds left to play. As you will see, the free throw opportunity is up and good here for Kennedy Bacco. She's got 8. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way here for Bacco. Is in and out, no good. Rebound, and we'll see a foul here with Roland. They're going to call it off. No foul, that'll do it. As the Central Cass Squirrels come back from a 15-0 quarter at one point trailing 17-0. And they're able to pick up the victory here today over the rival of the Kindred Vikings, 58-52. Our post-game show is coming up next. We'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Central Cass led by the 22 of Emery Holland, while for the Kindred Vikings, they were led by the 23 of Sierra Nipstead. Back with our post-game show next.
Pop here into the left side corner, 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we come back here on our post-game show, let's get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Here in this one is Emery Holland is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game here in this one with 22 points. Emery again with 22 points. And she was able to finish with 5 made three-pointers. She is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. All for the Kindred Vikings. Just a calm, cool, collective effort by the freshman guard Sierra Nipstead. A 23-point game-high performance. Nipstead goes 11 of 12 from the free throw line here today with a handful of rebounds. Those two players, Emery Holland and Sierra Nipstead, are our Enbridge Energy Players of the Game. We go from there to our Agassi Precision Egg Play of the Contest. And for Central Cass, it's overcoming a 17-0 deficit in the first half of play. They're down 15-0, down 17-0. Their first main field goal came at the 7:20 mark of the second quarter with a Holland three-pointer, which was a sign of things to come. And when you're able to erase a 17-point deficit and hit 9 threes in the game while your opponent just hit 1, that is our Agassi Precision Egg. Play the game, your local precision planting dealer. Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsborough. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. So with the win for the Central Cass Squirrels, they were able to pick up the W here tonight. They improved to 4-0 on the season, 2-0 in Region 1 play. Central Cass will drop to 2-1 on the season and 1-1 in Region 1 play. This is our post-game show brought to you in part by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Coming up, we'll hear from Emery Holland in a moment. Also, Jay Bachman from the Central Cass Squirrels will be joining the conversation. Let's take a look at the final numbers in this one. Before then, Emery Holland with 22 points on the night, 5 made threes, goes 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Holland again with 22. 11 for Ava Cotton. Hit 2 3-pointers here for Central Cass. Cotton also with 8 rebounds here tonight. 8 points for Kenley Haug, playing with some foul trouble there in the second half. Haug with 2 3-pointers, 8 points as well for Severson. Severson goes 4 of 6 from the line with 6 rebounds. 5 points then for Kegley with 7 boards and 4 points for Abby Kovervig. For the Kindred Vikings, they were led by the 23 points of Sierra Nipstead. Nipstead with 23. 17 then for Liza Trembeth, who scores in every quarter, also has 7 rebounds. 8 points then for Kennedy Baco with a handful of blocked shots and 5 boards. 2 points for Zoe Sharp and 2 points for Leah Rowland here tonight for the Kindred Vikings. Vikings, 5 players in the scoring column, 13 of 16 from the free throw line with 1 made 3-pointer. They have 18 turnovers, while for the Central Cass Squirrels, they would have 6 players in the scoring column. They go 13 of 18 from the free throw line, 9 made 3-pointers here today, and they would have 20 turnovers. That is a look at your final numbers here and some of your stats on our post-game show. Again, brought to you in part by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Love your ride at your locally owned Tommy's Express Car Wash. Sign up for the first free month of the unlimited washing and make Tommy's Express Car Wash your spot to clean winter salt and slush and more. Tommy's Express Car Wash with 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. When we come back after this, we'll hear from Emery Holland next here from Central Cass on our Tommy's Express post-game show.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
As we continue on our post-game show, brought to you in part by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Emery Holland again, 22 points. She hits 3 3-pointers in the second half, 5 in the game. As Central Cass one more time comes back from a 17-0 deficit. Emery, let's start there. We have to talk about the first quarter, even though I'm sure you don't want to talk about the first quarter. Nothing went right. Everything went wrong. What did you see from your team's resolve, though, once you got that first bucket early in the second quarter, just kind of take a breath and come back and, try to get it within single digits at the half?
I think after the first quarter, we realized that we can all come together, and instead of getting mad at each other or upset, we can use this as fuel and all just really push each other. I know we had a lot of extra cheering the second, third, and fourth quarter, but that was a really nice way to get the second quarter started, and I think it just kind of snowballed from there.
Take us through. You guys were close, right? You got it to 2 possessions all the time. Finally got it down to 1. Tied the game a couple times. Finally took the lead. When you got the lead, did you just feel the momentum all of a sudden be like, all right, we're going to find a way to finish this game off?
I think we didn't have a lot of energy the first quarter, but once we got it going, and I feel like we just had so much energy ending the game, and once it got close, we just knew we had to go.
Talk about an inside-out presence. Ava Cotton tonight, 11 points, 8 rebounds, a big 3 there in the fourth quarter. Just what did you see from her performance?
I noticed that she was really looking for the open people the second half. Dribbling through the zone was a tough thing to do, but I think she did a really awesome job. I know I couldn't. That's why I sit back.
Kinley, for the end of the day here, you saw Kinley Haug again pick up those 4 personal fouls. She gets a big 3, though, in the fourth quarter. It seemed like when she went out, all of a sudden the team kind of galvanized around her a little bit. That's when you kind of went off and hit those 3s, Emery. So even though you had a player with foul trouble, what did it show about this team's resiliency to still find a way to get quality shots up and find those 5 players that are on the floor to make a play at the end of the day?
Kenley's obviously one of our main scorers, so I think it might have shook us a little, but then we realized that we just got to come together and just really be one as a team. Even without Kenley's a good cheerleader. We're all cheerleaders on the bench. Our student section was awesome today, and it was a really fun game.
Final thing for me, Emery, you got a game on Thursday night. Obviously, to beat your rival, it's a region win as well. But what do you hope to kind of bottle from this particular game moving forward throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, obviously we got to start a little faster. Hopefully don't get into that rhythm again. But Yeah, just start out with a lot of energy. I think we might have came out a little bit nervous with our rivals, but just, yeah, get a faster start.
Well, congratulations, happy holidays,
Thank
and
you.
best of luck on Thursday.
Yeah, thank you.
Emery Holland with us here on our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show. We'll continue after this and hear from the head coach, Jay Bachman of the Squirrels. As we come back, joining us, the head coach of the Central Cass Squirrels. That is, again, Jay Bachman. Jay, I kind of joked with Emery Holland saying, I know we don't want to talk about the first quarter, but let's start it, because when you come back from a 15-0 deficit at one point, 17-0, until Emery hits that three-pointer with 7:20 left in the first half.
Yeah.
What was it about this team's just ability to keep on attacking, find a way to, even though, yes, everything went wrong that could go wrong in the opening 8 minutes, to come back and finally, just keep chipping away at this contest?
We had a game plan, and we did the opposite of it for, however many minutes, 8 minutes and 40 seconds. So once we started to do our game plan, then that's when the wheels just kept rolling. Emery caught fire for a while. That always helps, but man, we did everything wrong that you could think of. And then we were able to just fight our way back. And I mean, I'm more proud of this one than if we would have a back and forth and win by 6, because we showed resiliency. We fought hard against a really good team that we're going to see 1, 2, 3 more times this year. So it's just a good team win. And the girls fought like crazy. I trying to stay as calm as cool as I can, the whole time, and they're freaking out. And internally, I'm freaking out too. But I knew the calmer I'd stayed, the calmer they would stay too. So it was good.
4 players with 8 or more points, with Kinley Haug playing with those foul troubles late in the game. Liv obviously with some monster rebounds, big free throws in the fourth quarter, 8 points, 22 by Emery and the 11 by Ava Cotton. I think the biggest thing about this, Jay, 3-point line plus 8 in your favor, 9-1 against Kindred. Also the turnover bug, where you probably had about 10 of them in that first quarter. Really did a better job the last 3 quarters. But what did the second quarter do, allowing, once you made a shot, to set up your press? Because Kindred's press got to you in the first quarter, then you kind of stemmed the tide and turned it almost completely on end the rest of the game.
We did, and you got to score to get into your press or not, or to get out of bounds. So our press worked great, and it really wasn't even, I don't necessarily know if it caused that many turnovers, but it got them out of sync, right? They were just able to do whatever they wanted, but our press got them out of sync, made some girls do some things that they didn't want to do. And they're good players, even just threw the ball out of bounds. Like, some of those were really unforced. We just were in their girl enough that they were flustered. And really, my girls love to press. They love to be going hard and fast. So that loosened them up. Hitting that first 3 was, you could just feel the gym just feel better. And then the press, our girls feed off it. In the end, I'm like, all right, you want to keep pressing? Are we tired? We need a break. Nope, keep going. So the girls that have played 30 minutes or 28 minutes are telling me, nope, keep going. So that's a testament to them. Not me, that's a testament to them.
I know this is just one game, but it's a nice region game. You're able to get to 2-0 in region play, 4-0 on the season. You got another scrappy team with the Grafton Spoilers coming in on Thursday here, Jay. So biggest thing that you learned about this team facing adversity, maybe in terms of that kind of adversity for the first time this season, is what?
I mean, never give up, right? We could have rolled over, gotten down 26, and just lost by 12. We never give up, keep fighting. Our region is tough, right? Honestly, I think we have 7 teams that are solid, hard competitors, and it's anyone's game. Our region last year, Northern Cass was the 4th seed, and they ended up playing amazing and making the state tournament, right? That didn't happen in any other region. So that's how every game's going to be. When we play WAP twice, that's how it's going to be. When we go to Valley and Valley comes here, that's exactly how the games are going to be. And to get them in early, but to get a W is huge for our confidence going forward.
Let's talk about the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. 2, 4, 6, 8. You go 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Ava Cotton rolls the ankle. Abby Kovarovic comes in to essentially seal the game. That's a tough spot to be in. Liv Severson took a couple tumbles trying to take a charge, going hard to the paint. She goes 4 for 4 down the stretch, 4 or 6 in the quarter. What was it about the free throw line, even though you're gassed, that allowed you to get over the top here, Jay?
You know, we talk about free throws all the time. Every day in practice, we talk about free throws win games, free throws get you to the end, and the girls pride themselves in that. Our last game, we were 16 of 18 from the line, and they were proud of it. That was what they were most proud of. So when it comes down time, we know that free throws wins games, and we know that it's crucial. Abby coming in off the bench, Abby's a good free throw shooter, so I had all the confidence in the world in her, and she after the game, she says, "I'm still 100% on the season, coach." So she knows that's her strength, and honestly, it was nice to have her in that situation because I know she's a good free throw shooter, and Ava had missed a couple during the game. Ava's foot was cramping so bad she couldn't even, her toes were like under her heels, and she couldn't say, "My foot, I don't know what's wrong, I don't know what's wrong." She's like, my toes are under my feet. And our trainer's like, "Your foot has a cramp in it." And she took her shoe off, and her whole bottom of her foot was just a big ball. So
It's one of those games that obviously you hope to propel moving forward, and one of those games that, hey, if we're ever down, look back to what happened here tonight going forward.
For sure, absolutely, and you don't want to be down ever. You don't want to be down ever, let alone 17. But we had some games last year where we came back. We were down 14, 12 points, and we came back and gave it a run at the end, and it's nice to be on the other end of that and get a win out of it.
Hey, Jay, thanks so much for your time. Happy holidays, and we'll see you on Thursday for the spoilers.
Good. Thank you.
That does it for our post-game show. Again, Jay Bachman, the head coach for the Squirrels. Thanks so much for tuning in, and join us tomorrow night. The boys host Grafton, the girls host Grafton on Thursday, and the Kindred Vikings home opener will be for the boys on tomorrow, as well as they host the Burros, and they host the Valley City Highlanders on Thursday in girls hoops. Until then, enjoy the rest of your week.